You say yes when you mean no. You smile through disrespect. You swallow words that deserve to be spoken. You let people cross lines you didn't even know you were allowed to draw. And then you wonder why your body aches in places medicine can't explain. Why exhaustion isn't fixed by rest. Why resentment builds in spaces you can't name. Here's the truth they didn't tell you. Anger is not the problem. The suppression of anger is the problem. You were taught that good people don't get mad, that anger is destructive, that keeping the peace is more important than keeping yourself whole. So you buried something vital. You buried your righteous rage circuit, the critical system in your brain designed to protect you, to say no more, to draw the sacred line. But rage isn't what they told you it was. At its root, rage is passion. It is the fire that says, I matter, my needs are real, I deserve to take up space. And when you bury that fire, you don't extinguish it, you just force it underground where it burns differently, as chronic pain, as autoimmune flare-ups, as depression that no amount of gratitude journaling can touch. Let me explain how this works neurologically. Your brain runs a system, the rage circuit, rooted in your amygdala and hypothalamus. When activated, it releases adrenaline and cortisol. It sharpens your focus. It mobilizes your body. It prepares you to protect what matters. In its healthy expression, this is the energy of boundaries, of assertiveness, of passion that builds rather than destroys. If anger is allowed to flow appropriately, it does its job and moves through. If anger is suppressed chronically, it doesn't disappear. It rewires your nervous system into a state of constant, silent defense. Your body stays tight, your jaw clenches without you noticing, your shoulders carry weight that isn't yours. And over time, the suppression itself becomes the wound. Here's how the vow forms. If expressing anger was punished in your early environment, if a raised voice meant danger, if asserting yourself led to abandonment, if conflict taught you that feeling strongly equals being unsafe, your brain made a deal: suppress the fire, keep the peace, disappear if necessary. The internal dialogue cement unconscious vows like, I must suppress my anger. It's dangerous to be assertive. I must avoid conflict at all costs to be invisible. This is your operating system running beneath everything, your relationships, your career, compounding your body's chronic tension. These vows were wise when they very much did feel like protection. They kept you safe in environments that couldn't hold your full power. But you are no longer that small, and the fire does not have to stay buried. I want to be very clear about something. Healthy anger is not violence. It is vitality. It is the part of you that refuses to betray yourself one more time. It is the energy that says this far, no further. It is the force that protects what you love, including yourself. If you've been taught that anger makes you a bad person, then you've been taught to abandon yourself at the first sign of discomfort. And that is not spiritual. That is not evolved. It's just another way of shutting down and disappearing. Flip it. Instead, gently turn toward your heart, where the hurt still lives and the lingering anger quietly simmers. I created this 10-minute audio journey to help you meet the part of yourself that carries this fire. Not to unleash it recklessly, but to restore it as a source of strength, clarity, and healthy boundaries. In this frequency-based experience, we explore the fire of passion, the rage circuit that fuels your assertiveness, courage, and ability to protect what matters. If you've ever struggled to say no, stand up for yourself, or express anger without shame, this holds the key. It gently supports you in releasing chronic people-pleasing and self-abandonment, reconnecting with healthy anger as a source of vitality, softening stored tension in the body, building nervous system, safety around assertiveness, reclaiming your personal power. Without aggression, easily. Listen here. This journey was co-created with our resident intuitive guide, who masterfully works with the 7 emotive circuits that shape your reality. The frequency-based design creates spaciousness in your nervous system, so your natural curiosity can return, free from pressure or performance. After you listen, I invite you to explore the unconscious vows that may still be keeping your fire contained. For just 7 months, you'll receive all 5 guides, plus the complete 5-layer trauma-informed healing process. This isn't about becoming more aggressive. It's about coming home to the full spectrum of your aliveness, where healthy anger is no longer the problem, but the power that finally finds its way back to you. And that is the bravest kind of beginning. Dive into the subconscious rage circuit and discover how it affects our desire for happiness and spiritual fulfillment. Find the full emotional circuit healing audio journeys here for free. Look forward to a full exploration of all 7 circuits in episodes ahead. Love, Cassandra.